What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer Serving 3 here. I tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring y'all in here with me, and let's talk about it. When everybody get in here, hello, Guava, how you doing? Good evening, all of that good stuff. Come on. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see everybody in here. Listen, um, I've been saying this for the longest. It saved us before in 2020, and it's gonna save us again. That's for everybody. If you do not know how to garden, what's going on, everybody? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 2 thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 3 thumbs up. If you can do that for me, pretty please. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Brittany, Talia, Golden Child, Sandra, BASU, uh, Nat, how you doing? So good, Gardner. What's going on, brother? Let me see. Majestic, how you doing? TLC in the garden. What's going on, sister? Uh, Let me see. Akasha, Heather, Trudy, how you doing? Okay, let's get into it. Who all gardening? Hey, Kia, how you doing? It's good to see you, sister. Who's all gardening? You know, I told y'all a little earlier that, you know, it's easy to go off the deep end. How you doing, making it make sense? It's easy to go off the deep end with everything going on right now. And I forgot something. I've been telling y'all, hey, Sandra, I've been telling y'all that you, I ain't gonna say you can't do nothing about it. Uh, Say your power went out last night, your generator was ready. That's great. That's great. Kia said, I'm starting to grow lettuce. That's wonderful. Majestic, I'm doing as much as I can handle. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. In 2020, over half of America started gardening. Never gardened before in their lives. They never grew anything in their whole entire lives. Sean says, I planted more tomatoes last night. You want to know what? I got tomatoes over there that y'all saw me plant from seed out here. And they have actually, I got tomatoes on them. You could probably see them from here. I got tomatoes on there, but I'm going to show you that in a minute. But the reason why we here, because I am really about to put some more stuff. I'm about to put some sweet potatoes over there in these raised beds over here. And I'm about to plant some more stuff over here. I'm not going to be able to show you me put anything in these tubs up front because I got to fill them with soil. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the soil that I use to fill up these tubs like this. I'm going to go in the woods. I'm going to take my gorilla cart out there and I'm going to fill up that gorilla cart and I'm going to keep bringing that soil from out of the woods, that black, dense, moist, beautiful black soil. I'm gonna bring it out of there and I'm gonna fill these 2 bins up because I'm gonna do something that I've only done a couple of times, which is I'm gonna start a herb garden, just a garden for herbs. I mean, it's gonna be separate because what I find is the fresh herbs, they've really been helping with all kind of stuff that I can't speak on, okay, on this platform, but growing fresh lemon balm, fresh rosemary, fresh. I've even got lavender. I always wanted lavender. I've tried it before and I let it go. Lavender. I got so much stuff over here. We're gonna name it off. And no, I didn't grow none of this stuff from seed. I brought it from home. I got I went to a big box store and I just went crazy on the herbs because I'm growing stuff from seed. Let me see. TLC, did you bring any of your elderberry? You know what, TLC? I didn't bring no elderberry. I brought it and I put it off in the woods and I don't know. But you want to know something? I don't even need it. I literally have elderberry growing wild right here, already here before I was even thought of. I got elderberry growing right here, so I don't need to bring it. Um, Said hi, Led. Just finished planting 20 stevia plants. Now that's my next one, some stevia. But you know what I did get? I did get some citronella plant. I got citronella. I got lemongrass. Those are two that I've gotten citronella once, and I neglected it so bad that basically I killed it. But out here, it's going to become a staple. Citronella plants everywhere. They do come back, and they are very hardy. They don't look like it at first, but they will. You got to doggone pretty much murder a citronella plant, and that's pretty much what I did. And I did that way back when I was still at the post office. Okay. Queen of Tomorrow said, just planted a fig tree. I got, just in case y'all don't know, let me bring y'all up to speed too. I'm in a project of cleaning. You see the tent and everything gone now. All of that stuff is gone. And the only thing left is my water buckets and my solar panels. And I'm taking all of the water buckets and solar panels because I don't need them anymore. So I'm going to be putting those away to catch more water somewhere else. I'm putting the solar panels where they belong, but all of that stuff is gone that was right here, okay? And it's a reason why, because I put another 300-gallon water tote here. I put another 300-gallon water tote over there. So at this very moment, I have about 900, almost 1,000 gallons of water. So me and my little buckets, I don't need them no more, right? So I'm clearing all this out, and this other stuff here, those are 2 more chicken coops that I gotta put together. Now I'm waiting on my family to get here to help me put together these extra chicken coops. But do I have any questions at all so far? Because if we don't, I'm about to start putting stuff in this dirt. I really need to get my um, sweet potatoes in like now, because I want as many sweet potatoes as I can get. How you doing, Chef? Cherie, how you doing, sis? You going back to look at lemongrass? Okay. Any questions so far? Said, thank you, Mr. Led. You taught me how to grow in 5-gallon buckets back in 2020. You are very welcome. Say, citronella won't last winters in 7B. Probably not. Drew, I don't know what you're talking about. How you doing, Katina Brooks? How you doing, my sister? So I just got home and planted my garden. There you go. Brittany says, just planted some basil and lettuce, starting an herb garden soon too. Led, I also went ahead and planted some fruit trees. I took your advice to start planting now. Thank you. You are very welcome. Let me tell y'all something too. This is also the season that, with all this rain and all this water, spray your boots, spray your pants, because it's flea and tick season. Okay, and that ain't just for your pets, it's for you too. It's flea and tick season, and just in case, I got some cedarwood oil, I got some peppermint oil, and I put that all over my boots right now. I'm smelling like some chewing gum, because just in case. Oh, do you plan to free range chickens? I do free range my chickens. Do you plan to free range chicken and other animals? My chickens was just, oh, here they go. Look, look. See them? They're right here. Can you see them over there? Out. See, I've started, I got 3 cages of chickens. Here they go right here. See her? See, this is what I did. What I do, I pick a cage every day. Cell block 1, cell block 2, cell block 3 of the penitentiary. And I let 1 cage out per day. That means every 3 days they get let out. So right now, cell block 2. Cell block 1 was out yesterday. Cell block 2 is out today. I don't let them all out at the same time. And the black Somanis will be let out tomorrow. So I'm letting them all free range and get all the nutrients and vitamins that they want. Uh, and again, I'm gonna show y'all the pig pen. The new name of the pig pen is the Hamptons. I play on words. So I'm going to open up that back wall, and they're going to have the whole run of that whole giant pig pen, and this will come be where they sleep at. Let me see. Thank you, Bane. Steven, you doing sweet potatoes in a raised bed also? Yes. Now here's the thing about sweet potatoes in a raised bed. Any kind of potatoes in a raised bed, you need to have enough room for those tubers to run. If you put them in a space too small, they won't do nothing. You will just come out with a bunch of little pebbles. If you put any kind of potatoes in a small container, don't let some of them videos fool you. That was clickbait. Some of that stuff is staged and set up. You might get one big potato and the rest of them is like pellets. You wasted your time, energy, and money. Trust me, get a big container if you're gonna do a raised bed sweet potatoes and they don't have any access to the ground. You want it to be as big as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put about 4 plants. You don't even need that many plants. That's another mistake people make with the raised bed gardens and sweet potatoes. All you need is 4 plants in that raised bed, and I might be doing too much, okay? 4 plants, that's 100-gallon raised bed. It's 3 feet tall and it's 4 feet wide. So, and it's 2 feet deep, something like that. But you only need 4 plants in that thing because each one of those plants, it's going to send those roots out and it's going to go crazy. You don't need to put 10 plants in one place because they will fight and they won't produce. You will have a lot of roots, a lot of beautiful leaves. If you like eating sweet potato leaves, great. You will have plenty of leaves, but you won't get any potatoes. What do you do with the other 30 slips? I don't understand what you mean. K-Cell said, I learned my lesson of growing potatoes in a small space container. All you did was waste your time and waste your season. Now, I used to be like the sweet potato king. Go back in my videos, and I did them in raised beds. I did them in big wooden raised beds. I did them in wood chips. I did them in soil. When it comes to sweet potatoes, I've grown I forget the African sweet potato, the purple sweet potato. I've done so many different kinds of sweet potato, but I always come back to, for my soil, I always come back to the Beauregard. Let me see. What do I do with the other 30 slips? Again, I don't know what that meant. What can I do? What can you grow in pots if you live in a townhouse? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna even begin to. I don't know because I don't know what that consists of. You said you live in a townhouse. Does it have a patio? Is it in a garage? Do you have a deck? I don't even know what your situation is. You live in a townhouse has nothing to do with what you can grow. You got to tell me the space that you're growing in, and that'll help me. That'll help me help you. Yes, patio, but how big is the patio? How many feet by how many feet? Yeah, I done Japanese sweet potatoes. I can't remember the name of them, but yes, I have. The Japanese sweet potatoes, I've done the African yams. Yes. I don't know midnight blue. I don't know what's small. What's your definition of small? I don't know, my friend. I don't know. I would love to help you, but I that's too vague for me. Okay. Lead, have you ever grown pumpkins? I have, but I have no use for pumpkins. The only reason I would grow pumpkins right now is to help feed my animals. How do you treat pests? Pests for what? Be a little bit more descriptive with your questions, because that could mean anything. People, social media, it could mean anything. At work, in the garden, on your back. I don't know. You got to help me, okay? Say, I got the pear tree you told me about. Good deal. Good deal. How do you treat aphids? Soap and water. Simple. Couple drops of Dawn dish liquid and some water. Put it in a spray can. Matter of fact, my sprayer is right here on the edge of my cart. You see it? I don't go through all of that nonsense. You put a little couple drops of dish soap in your sprayer and some water and spray everything, and let it sit there for a minute or two, maybe 5, 10 minutes, and then rinse it all off. Everything was already eliminated, and you don't want to just let soap sit on your plants because it'll actually burn it as soon as the sun come out. So if you spray soap and water on your plants trying to get rid of things like aphids, you'll get rid of the aphids and your plant will slowly wither away because of that soap and water is burning in the sun. Well, the water will dry up, but the soap will be there. You don't want that. KCL said, that's what I grew them for, just for the animals. I came across some big max pumpkin seeds. Those things can get up to 100 pounds. The animals will love that. You know what, something else, KCL? I ain't gonna lie about this. Um, I love pumpkin seeds. And for everybody that don't know, gentlemen, 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 learning to grow my own. What's going on, my brother? What's going on, man? Gentlemen, go do your research on pumpkin seeds and the male system. Go do your research on that. I can't talk about it on here. But for all my fellas in here, you should be eating some pumpkin seeds, man. Okay? Trust me. Pumpkin seeds equal date night. Door of L, I'm trying. You see me walking around it. I'm trying not to talk about it. You hear? See why I'm saying it like this, gentlemen? Pumpkin seeds, date night. Okay, natural. Don't get the ones that's like super roasted and all that. Get them. Like old dirty bastard. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. 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 Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. That's how you eat your pumpkin seeds. You get your pumpkin seeds like old dirty bastard. Don't get them where they like super processed and roasted and they got honey on it and all that. Nah, nah, nah. You can get them roasted with a little sea salt on them, but if you can get them boys fairly raw, yeah, you know what it is. But gentlemen, pumpkin seeds, not with the big white shell on the outside. Take that big white shell off, get the little green nugget. Ooh, ah, oh, dirty. Rest in peace, old dirty bastard. Um, say, don't just feed all pumpkins to animals. Nah. I got pumpkin seeds in the house. I mean, I got pumpkin seeds in the shed. I got pumpkin seeds to the house. Pumpkin bread, I'm cool on pumpkin bread. I ain't nah. That's processed. Uh, you should try steaming some pumpkin. It's like eating sweet potatoes. Who said that? Sherry? No, it's not. Sherry, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, I've heard that before, and it ain't. I ain't gonna let you get away with that. Okay, pumpkin tastes like pumpkin. I ain't saying it's nasty at all, but pumpkin tastes like pumpkin. Pumpkin pie tastes like pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie tastes like sweet potato pie. Okay, I'm just throwing that at you real quick. Let's not blur the lines. Don't blur them lines. You having the young folks watching and saying, "Oh, I think I'll try some pumpkin pie, boy, boy." Okay, okay, all right. I just, I just watched that movie Get Out for the first time 2 nights ago. I'm joking with y'all before y'all be like, "Oh my goodness, it's talking racist." No, I did. I really did see the movie Get Out for the first time the other night, though. But we're not going to talk about movie night tonight. That's going to be another night, another channel. Say, I'm just trying to get you to eat some steamed pumpkin because it's good. Last woman that told me that, I'm good. Maybe it's personal, but no. No. I wasn't always married. And the last one that told me that, come on, I'm just trying to get you to eat a little pumpkin. It's good. Come on. Come over after 11 o'clock. No, thank you. No, I'm good. No, that night didn't go well. So, no, thank you. Um, no, thank you. All right, come on, taste this pumpkin. Nah, I got to pump the brakes on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I gets down, but some stuff I'm just like, is this against the Bible somewhere? Am I gonna go to hell for this right here? No, no. Next 1 minute you eating somebody's pumpkin pie. The next minute you at a Diddy party. The next minute you in court pleading your case and testifying. No, thank you. No, thank you. I bet you a lot of people, that's how they ended up at a Diddy party. Hey, Playboy, you want some pumpkin pie? Yeah, I love pumpkin pie. It's in the back room behind the black curtains. Pumpkin pie in the dark room? Okay. Next thing you slathered in baby oil with a plate full of pumpkin pie and whipped cream on your body. Whipped cream on your nipples. No, thank you. Like, is that a code word for something? You want to get some of this pumpkin pie? No. No, I don't. I don't believe I do. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Come on, Playboy, get a little taste. You'll blow up, get a little of this pumpkin pie. No, no, I'm good. But before we get too carried away, and we've been in here for 24 minutes, did you use zip tie to or bungee cords on your tarps to your cage? Zip ties. And I tie them a little loose so the wind can catch them and it'll wave a little bit. If you don't make them a little bit loose, the wind will rip them zip ties and rip them rings away. Like you tell everybody, it's no until you seriously get hungry. Then okay. You took that out of context. You said glistening like a Boston market chicken in the oven with that baby oil. Uh, there was a question about bees I missed. What was it? What was the question about bees? And then I'm gonna go over here and put a couple of tomatoes and peppers in this bucket over here. No, thank you. I just keep the pumpkin. I mean, just keep the sweet potato pie coming. You ever been to somebody's house and then they served you some pie and you thought it was sweet potato pie, and you said, what you put in your pie? Oh, a little allspice and a little cinnamon and what else you put in there? Oh, a little butter, a little milk. No, something ain't hitting. Something ain't hitting right on yours, cause it was pumpkin all the time. I'm waiting on the B question. Then we gonna make it happen. I've tasted. I've been at work and yeah, a little nutmeg. I've been at work and have one of them work parties and people bring in pies and cakes and goodies, and you taste on somebody's sweet potato pie, like, you dip your finger in it. What the hell is in this? Who made the sweet potato pie? Oh, that's Angie made that. But she got animals running around through the house or something. You know? Nah, it wasn't sweet potato, it was pumpkin. That's why it tastes a little different. I'm not gonna say sweet potato pie is bad. It's not bad. It's just not. I mean, I'm not gonna say pumpkin pie is bad. It's not bad, but it is not sweet potato pie. It's like apple pie versus cherry pie. It's just two different things. You know what I mean? Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie ain't even sweet potato pie. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's in that patty pie. Led, do you grow string beans or snap beans? Not this season. You like sweet potato and pumpkin. CJ, the prepper and prepper. I like sweet potato and pumpkin mixed. Take that. You like to mix it up? Take that. Playboy. You like to mix sweet potato and pumpkin? That's some freaky shit. Right there. You like mixing up sweet potato and pumpkin. What's your safe word? Once you start doing stuff like that, like, what's your safe word? Pineapples? What is your safe word? Oh, goodness. I like to mix sweet potato and pumpkin. What? Word? Can I bring a friend? I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing with y'all. I just don't. I'm not saying pumpkin pie is bad. I'm just saying this. I don't go out looking for no pumpkin pie. It's just not one of them. That's not some. That's like me on the hunt for some licorice. I don't go looking for licorice. When I eat licorice, it's because somebody gave me some. Even when I go to the movies, that ain't one of the things I'm about to pay $8 for. Yeah, give me some popcorn, a large Coke, and give me some licorice. That ain't what the fuck am I doing licorice? You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the things I don't ever want to ever never spend no money on. You know, pumpkin pie or licorice. That's not something I got a hankering for some pumpkin pie. I even know it's in all the Christmas songs. And a homemade pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pies. For, around the holiday, the whole family gonna be here to taste this. That's what the only thing you could think to eat. No. Um, Hey, yeah. Looking for pumpkin pies, like searching for a fruitcake. Ah, it's not my thing. But look, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. There we go. My thumb got a little too jittery. I cut the whole camera off. Let's get this in the dirt before it get dark. Go home. Go home. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do and make it quick. Now, I gotta go home. I gotta cut this grass. That's why I don't want her over here. Okay. Go home, pup. Go home. The deer about to come out. But this is the pig pen that I got set up. I think I showed y'all this already. But I'm about to run another gate. Let me show you. I'm about to run this gate right here longer. And the garden is in here. And I'm going to run cucumbers and squash up this trellis. I'm gonna trellis it up this wall. Once I get that tapped in, and this, y'all, just so you know, I broke ground on Freedom Acres to test the soil. And as you can see, my soil is perfect. How tall is the fence? It's like 5 feet tall. Let me turn around. You can see it better with me next to it. 5 feet, not five. It's like 4 feet, something like that. And this is the pig pen inside here, where I'm about to open this door right here and be able to let them out of here as soon as I'm done with the electrical. The garden is going to be right here. I ran the tiller in there, but I'm going to bring a lawnmower in here. I got a Power Smart lawnmower that I want to show y'all, and I'm gonna cut all this tall grass before I till the rest, because I'm gonna put okra in here, okra and corn and some of my other stuff I want in ground. The soil is dope. The soil here is so dope. Go home, pup. Go home, baby. Please. I don't want her to get no ticks or nothing with all this rain. I want to show y'all the Hamptons. And see all of their poop, just like I said before, it's gonna run off down and over here. But look at this soil. Look at this. Sandy loam, perfect. So all inside of this garden area is going to be in-ground planting. This is just a small garden because I don't have no permanent water. So I'm gonna run some in-ground stuff here. I'm gonna have my raised beds around here with stuff that, tomatoes and peppers and onions and sweet potatoes. But all my tall stuff like okra and stuff is going in the ground, right? So over here, squash and cucumbers and watermelons, I'm gonna let just run. I'm gonna let watermelons run crazy. Now I got enough room to let watermelons run and not even have to care. Say, I confess, I never till my dirt when planting. Okay. So let me show you. Look, I got tomatoes already coming up. Can y'all see that? And these is in 5-gallon buckets. You see that? So I got a bunch of tomatoes coming. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's one 5-gallon bucket. Here's some more. I got more tomatoes coming here. You can see those. Let me see. Get that leaf out the way. More tomatoes on that one. And I'm just training this up this trellis like this. This, let me show you what this is. All this trellis is a piece of my cattle panel that I cut. It's cheaper than buying any kind of tomato trellis. And this is growing by leaps and bounds. Look, I'm just zigzagging this in and out. I'm zigzagging it in and out of this tomato trellis like that. Then tomorrow it's gonna grow again and I'm gonna put it through here finally. Okay? I got plenty of tomatoes on this one. You can see them all down there and up and through there. Same thing, all of these is 5-gallon buckets, eggshells, chicken poop. Here's some more eggshells. Can y'all see that? Crunch them up a little better. Get them eggshells in there. And I got some peppers already growing over here. You can see here. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see that? Some nice peppers. They sizing up now. I'm about to get a stick going in here. But I've been scooping out some of they poop in there in the pig pen. And I've been putting that at the bottom and churning it in. And it's feeding them good. My plants is going off. My tomatoes going off from chicken poop and pig poop. This is chicken poop right here. Chicken and pig right here. See that? Right here. All of this is chicken and pig. Watch this. Where's my shovel? Mix that in. Just bury it. Everybody keep talking about, oh, it can't be hot. Not chicken poop. Chicken poop can go right in. I don't know about pig, but chicken poop, you can put that boy right in there. And see, they cool as a breeze. And my crew in there doing good. I haven't grown corn in so long, and the only reason I want to grow corn is for my livestock. You treated any of those with soapy, I don't know what that is, soapy water yet? I think that's what you mean. Treated anything? Nope, I haven't had no reason to treat any of my tomato plants. Say, led my kumquat bush already producing fruit. That's good. Say my potatoes are coming up. Okay, that's wonderful. Let me see. We just found some maypop passion fruit growing wild at our place. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Let me see. What did you need to know, Space Ghost? Where I'm located? What did you need to know? Like, why do you want to know that? So maybe I can help you. Where are you located with good soil? You can have good soil anywhere. What you using to make it grow? Just chicken manure. Yes, chicken manure and pig manure. How many tomato plants would you put in a 5-gallon bucket? One. Will you get a milk Jersey cow now that you have space? I wouldn't say I'm gonna get no milk Jersey cow because I don't even know what breed that is. I don't want a big cow. I gotta know the name of that miniature cow, and I would say yes to that. I would say yes to a miniature, but I don't want no big old giant cow. I'm trying to figure. Let me put some more tomatoes in And I'll do my sweet potatoes tomorrow. We'll do that together. Is there good soil in Florida? I would like to know. Are you in Florida? Space Ghost? Are you in Florida? I'm just trying to help you. Yes, you're in Florida and you're asking me, is there good soil in Florida? The reason I keep asking you these questions, I'm trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? You live in Florida and you're asking me, is there good soil in Florida while you live there? Make me understand, please. I'm having a hard time understanding what you're trying to do. Think about it. Ain't that? Don't that sound a little different? That sound a little different. I'm glad to clarify that with chicken poop. I've never heard mixed reviews and put my. I have yes. This goes to. I can't pronounce your name. Gardening Life. Listen, I've never had problem putting hot chicken poop on anything. Either I blend it in the soil, or I put it on top and just put some covering over top of it, like some mulch or something. I've never, ever, never, ever, ever burned anything with no chicken poop. Now, pig, that's new to me, so I'm experimenting. And so far, I don't put much in there, but so far, so good. See, I planted purple potatoes last year. They're really good and sweet. You know something? Show me hope. The reason why I don't like planting purple sweet potatoes, they don't produce well and they don't get very big. That's the only reason. They are delicious, but they just don't produce enough for me. And I'm not just going for just beautiful taste. I need production when I grow sweet potatoes. What kind of pigs do you have? Potbelly pigs. If I want something small, get a Nigerian dwarf goat. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm gonna throw this in here for a second. Uh, I do use chicken poop. Okay. Can't remember everything I got. I got a pepper. Seemed like I had another tomato. I could have swore I had another tomato in here. No, that was a squash. I got some. I got some squash. I got some. I bought more herbs than anything because my garden is dope right now. Sweet potatoes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get them purple Cherokees in. That's what I want to get in. Get these purple Cherokees in here. Because see them tomatoes you can do so many things with them. Look how cool they are. Look, they straight chilling. So I will move this tomato. I think that's a better boy. Got those already. Get these purple Cherokees in here. Can y'all see that okay? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stagger these like this. Plant that all the way up. Plant it all the way up like that. Another purple Cherokee. I'm gonna stagger it. I'm gonna plant that all the way up to here. See that? With tomatoes, you can bury them all the way down. Actually, I could take these apart and bury them separately if I wanted to, but I'm not. See that? See how far I buried that down in there? I'm gonna cover that whole thing up. See that? Because those roots are gonna bust out. And I'm even gonna add more soil in here and bring this up to this line and bury the rest of that plant up to here. So that root system will branch out, give you stronger roots. With roots, they send more nutrients up to the plant, make the plant healthier, stronger, and is more disease resistant when they got a better root system. I'm gonna go ahead and put this other one in here. And see, what y'all can't see is eggs. It's rotten eggs down there. The eggs that didn't hatch, or the chicks that weren't fully born or developed, they down there. I'm gonna put this pepper in here. You don't bury a pepper though. You bury that at the root ball. Okay? Just like that. Done. So what I'm gonna have here, if you can see right, I'm gonna have my tomatoes and peppers coming straight across, and my shed is right here. So I can just come out, grab them, grab some tomatoes and peppers and stuff here. I'm gonna see those 2 tubs up there. That's where I'm starting my herb gardens at. So all my herbs will be there. I'm gonna have my squash and cucumbers and melons back there, and everything, my corn and my okra in the ground here. And I got fruit trees. I'm gonna show you this. I got fruit trees lining the whole thing. You can't really tell, but it's pears, pecans, pears, and they go all the way around, right? Now my pond is gonna be right here. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna start working on that. Y'all wanna hear something dope? Y'all wanna hear something real dope though? Huh? Hey, what's up, Hershey? Y'all wanna hear something dope? I was out here cleaning up the other day. So I'm in the high desert, Rocky Mountain Valley in North Utah. What state are you in? I'm in a state of shock. I'm in a state of shock. Yeah. So, back to what I was saying. The pond is supposed to be right here, right? I thought about something. Now, this is what I was thinking. You see where the RV is? That's where my house is going to be built, right there. How far apart should you plant trees? That's completely up to you when you run in a homestead, and it also depends on what kind of trees you plant. My house is going to be right there between the penitentiary and the RV. That's going to be where my house is going to be, sitting right there. This whole front end and all the way back. And my woods is going to be my backyard. This side of the homestead, I'm going to run a fence from the Hamptons cage straight down the haunted house, straight to that back wall. So all of this is going to be the homestead, right? The homestead area. The production, livestock, garden, everything over here, okay? Now, I want to run this past y'all. I'm going to see if y'all can see this area. I cut the grass right here. Can y'all see that? I cut the grass in a big old circle. I'm going to bring you over here so you can see it better. You see this big circle? I played with the idea. Maybe I might put the pond here. I'm just playing with the idea, and this is why. Because if I put the pond in this big circle, that's why I didn't cut that grass. I wanted to see what it looked like. If I put the pond right here, right, then let me show you. Then I'll be able to see it. Let me show you from this angle here. If I put the pond here, I'll be able to see it from my house, and I'll be able to see it from the workshop. And it'll be so dope because the haunted house won't even exist. This will be all just beautiful, just cleared land. And then you turn over here and you see the pond here. This is my driveway back there. So when you come in, you drive around the pond. You drive around the pond. So I'm playing with ideas now. And it's funny how this happened because I didn't intend it that way. But I was cutting the grass and me and Pup was just sitting here and I was like, boy, I started going in a circle. I said, boy, this pond would be dope. Now, don't get me wrong. This is beautiful. But you want to hear something right here? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Do y'all see that little pole right here? Y'all see that pole? How many people see that? I got my finger on it. Okay. That's a spot where I did a perk test. When I had my perk test done and I was having my land inspected and everything, he was like, that spot, and we got it all written down in a contract. Don't put nothing here. Nothing. He said, because this is all clay. Clay and rock. Clay and rock. He said, this ain't gonna be a good septic tank area. This ain't gonna be a good well area. So I marked that spot and I've been going around that and I even put a pole there so I never forget that. What is a perk test? I'm gonna have you Google that, okay? So I put a pole there so I never forget. This whole area is just kind of like, don't put nothing here. So it's other areas where he was like, he pointed out, this is the place where you want a well. This is the place where you want your septic. Matter of fact, there is a spot. I'm gonna show you. Right here, I don't know if you can tell. See this line? See this line right here? It's a line where somebody tried to run a septic and failed because it's horrible. The ground is just too horrible. So I'm thinking that may be a spot, another secondary spot for a pond. This is dope. That would be better. So before I rent my equipment, I really need to check and see. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rent the skid steer for 3 days. And I'm gonna do a test run over there first. Then I know this is good to go. If that don't work over there, say the pond spot looks like a natural depression. Right, you mean over here? This is a natural depression, my first spot that I was talking about. But so is this over here. It's all a runoff. So I'm torn. So I'm gonna take y'all with me on this journey. It's gonna be rough, but doing a little bit at a time. Okay, before we get out of here, any last questions? I just wanted to show y'all the garden setup and situation going on over here. Bridget, I live in Toledo. We have so many deer here. How would I keep them away from my garden? You're in Toledo or where? Where in Toledo? Uh, no, it's not for swimming. I just want to put fish in it as a food source. Yeah. Hey, growing with Hudson. What's up, sister? So, are you thinking of fishing the pond? Absolutely. That's the only reason I'm making a pond. I'm not making the pond for um, curricular activities. I'm making the pond for just for fish. Just like I got the livestock here, I only want to put stuff on the land that's going to produce something to help my family. I don't need to go swimming. Will putting up chicken coop right against a structure like a shed cause any issues? No, because I've done it for years. The chickens ain't gonna do nothing to your shed at all. Matter of fact, I've had my chicken coop up against my house. I've had my chicken coop up against my shed for many years. For over 10 years, if you look back at my video. K-Cell led, what the plant prices looking like these days? I grew everything from seed this year. I don't know, to be honest with you. How deep will the pond be? As deep as I can get it. All right, Sandra. What firing range? Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask everybody a question before we go? Don't some of these questions sound like a setup? Have anybody paid any attention to any of this stuff? I'm not gonna go off the deep end at all, and I said I'm gonna try my hardest to stop doing that. But you're being watched, okay? You're being watched, everybody. Are the grasshoppers good or not? I don't even understand that question. Yes, Buford, yes. Some of these questions are way prying, lightweight, borderline disrespectful. And I don't know whether you know it or not, but I gotta be honest with you. Like, um, if you don't understand like social media etiquette, especially on YouTube, maybe it's best that you just sit in the back row and listen to the conversation that's going on in the room, because you don't realize that you're being disrespectful, or you some of the questions that you may be asking may be prying, depending on, like, okay, I understand some people are coming from um cooking channels, stuff like that, makeup channels, putting on the makeup, cat oil, cat oil, where people be like, what kind of gloss you be using, girl? What kind of foundation you be using on your eyeballs and stuff? And then they share those things freely, right? They share the ingredients to their recipes freely, and they share their makeup secrets freely. And I know they're interested in a lot of these prepping channels and homesteading channels, but what they don't realize is on homesteading and prepper channels, you see every homesteader and you see every prepper in their channels, they leave things out. And I'm going to tell you, they're doing it on purpose. They didn't leave it out because they forgot. They left it out because it's none of nobody else's business. And they're trying to give you as much as they can give you to help you help yourself without, you know, basically telling you what size drawers they wear. And I understand normally I would fly off the handle, but I told you I'm practicing my goose fraba. So I figured it'd be best if I explained that instead of going off on people. Because what I'm starting to realize in this day and age, some people just don't know, man. Unfortunately, I never knew in a million years, but people been watching TV for like 30 years and some people are just starting to wake up and they've been lost for 30 years and they don't have a clue how the world works at all. And as ridiculous as it seems, I just gotta lightweight get used to that and just be watching like what I say. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, there she go. There she go. There she go. So I understand and I'm trying to, okay. Now, let's finish this video off with this. Say a triploid grass carp will keep your pond clean, but they are sterile and don't reproduce. I know we have those in our pond in the back of my house. And let me tell you something else about those carp. They're freaking delicious. They're delicious. So once those carp get at a certain size, they're going to die anyway soon. Uh, if you don't like carp, how many people have caught a carp and don't like it? I'm gonna tell you a secret. Now I can give you a recipe secret. Okay? How many people have caught carp or somebody gave them some carp fish and you don't like it? It tastes like, what does carp taste like? People say it tastes like mud. I can help you with that. Absolutely, you can eat them. No, they're not tough. Carp, tough? You know it's a fish, right? Let me see. Uh, Most people say carp tastes like mud. Thank you for that, chicken farm. Say people always said it tastes like mud, and it does. You want to know why carp tastes like mud? Carp tastes like mud because they leave the mud vein in. Um, the mud vein is what makes the whole fish taste like mud. You have to cut that whole piece of meat off of it. It's that really, really deep red and purple meat that goes down the side after you fillet it. Cut that off, all of it, every bit of it. Don't leave none of that on your fish. If you cut that red vein out of a carp down each side, either side, cut it off, feed it to your chickens, and then fillet the rest of that carp off the bone, and then fry it or bake it or whatever you. That is going to be. I'm gonna tell you what carp tastes like when you take that mud vein out. If you take the mud vein off of a carp, you will think you're eating white bass, and you won't even know it. You won't know it. And whoever said it was tough, I don't know. I've never tasted a tough fish ever, but it's super buttery and flaky. Okay. So 7 years later, I'm finally getting plums. I literally sat and cried. I was so happy. Let me tell you something about plums. You are so right about that because plums take their own sweet time. Plums, I got a plum tree over there that I just put in the ground last year that I got little plums on it. And I said, I will never let you die. I will water that one plum tree before I water anything else on this land. I will never let that one plum tree die because it took me about 6, 7 years to get plums. Do carp fish have a lot of bones? Yes, they do. But the meat pulls right off the bone after you cook it. Trust me, it pulls right off the bone. It's like ribs. What kind of plum is it? You know what? I think it's either the Methley plum or it's the Santa Rosa. The tag fell off and I never replaced it, so I'm not sure which one it is. But it's one of those, because those the only plum trees I got over there. If you plant a plum tree, just take care of it and don't pay it no mind. It'll produce. It's gonna take a long time, but it'll produce. Said it froze this year because we had a hard, rare cold. Oh, you talking about that lemon? Said great, because I'm sure organic plums are great. Okay. All right. Any last questions before we go, y'all? I don't want to keep y'all no longer. Um, tomorrow, tomorrow, if you want to see me run this tiller, I'm going to be cranking up a lawnmower from Power Smart. I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to run this tiller, and then we going to plant some seeds in the ground. And I got a bunch of seeds in there. I got corn, okra, tomato. I got some gourds, and I'm going to run all this, and we're going to run this fence. We're going to do it live, okay? And if you're looking for a good lawnmower, I have a discount code for you. Yeah, you said thank you. Have love having seen the Hamptons. Let's go over here real quick and tell them good night. And you know what? Uh, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't want to panic. Oh, I left out my blackberries. They going off. Tons of berries on my blackberries in 5-gallon buckets. Uh, I'm gonna tell y'all how many people remember. How many people remember me freaking out because I thought my new pigs was pregnant, and it was the boy. You see her back there? Look at her. That is Bake. The girls is shake and bake. Look at her. Look at her body. Look how wide she is and she can barely move. Can y'all see her? This is Shake. I got her trained to stand up. She think I got some snacks. I don't got nothing shaky. Bobby Brown. Let me back this up. Bobby Brown, Shaky, Notorious Pig, Piggy Smalls, and Big Bank. Piggy Bank, aka Big Worm. And that's Bake back there. Wait. I want to show y'all. Out of all these pigs over here, you see them all over here, right? Look at her. She just stays in that corner, and her belly is wide. And look at her. Can y'all see this? Now, I've never seen a pregnant pig in real life before. Okay? And I'm not freaking out. But I just told my wife, I said, listen, she acting real funny, and she bigger than every pig in here. She's the biggest pig in here. And look at her stomach. Look at her stomach. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something before we go, because this is an extra chapter to our video, real quick. I'm gonna tell you something about Bake. I don't know. She must got that fire. She must got that firepower because they stay on her back. Shaky ain't shaky. Shaky pinky is out. Come on. Shaky don't let people be jumping on her back. You know, cause she got the what did Beyonce say? The girl with the good hair or something like that. Cause Shaky got like blue eyes. Becky with the good hair, that's Shaky. She don't be letting people just jump all on her back all willy-nilly. Okay? So she fights people trying to jump on her back. Bake don't mind. Bake Bake is like a Dina Howard, you know. I can be the thing into the day, unto the dawn. We can pump on through the night to the early morn. That's Adina Howard. she, she don't mind getting her freak on. Boy, you're moving kind of slow. You gotta keep up until you go. That is one thing that a man must do. Ooh. Bake is Adina Howard. She's a freak. So I never see her fight nobody to get her off her back. You dig? Matter of fact, I done seen her kind of back that thing up. Go on, little baby, when you back that thing up. Call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who you playing with, back that thing up. Bake be putting it on people. Like, oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I bump into you with my whole booty? I'm sorry. I didn't even mean none of that. Ooh, I accidentally bumped up into you. I'm sorry. That's Bake. Bake, if you sit and watch them, she nasty. Okay? Shaky is Becky with the good hair. Her pinky out. She too good. Matter of fact, she in the hood right now. She don't even like being in here. Bobby Brown is a freak. Bobby, his name is Bobby Brown because he always humping around. He gets anybody. Thank you, Queen, for the pond fun. Thank you for that, my sister. I appreciate you. Trust me, it will help. Thank you. Because I'm going to have to rent that thing for a long time to get done what I need to get done. Thank you. Right. Bakers for the streets. Right. Strawberry is the neighborhood. You know, Easy E, NWA. You know. Don't smile, just look and you'll see her. But don't mess around, she'll give you gonorrhea. You remember old NWA? Strawberry is the neighborhood. Shake your freak. So, with all that being said and identified, I think she might be this time. I think she might be pregnant this time. Uh, so when you dig that pond, make sure you put some clay down. I don't need to put clay down. I got clay. I got plenty. That clay go deep. Yeah. So um, I I I think she might be pregnant for real because every day I come on. Now let's get something straight. She don't eat no more or no less than no other pig. She used to be the exact same size as all of the pigs. Shake, Becky with the good hair, she's bigger than all the males, but Bake is bigger than everybody. Like, and she lazy and she don't move no more. She just be laying on her side. Oh, and this is something. Ladies, y'all know when you get pregnant, that dark line that comes down the middle of your belly. Say, ain't no way she that big for no reason. She's a pot belly pig, but pot bellies, the belly go down. It droops down. Hers is wide and sagging. And I'm not overfeeding them at all. Hers ain't just under like Shake's. Shake belly is just under. Bake belly is round and big and she acting funny. Okay? So good thing I made that nursery back there. TLC about to have some bacon bits. I know, right? So I don't know. I don't know. She acting real funny. She acting real funny. Um, And ladies, when you get pregnant, you have that dark line down the center of your belly to your navel, down to your junk. She was up, I think it was not, it was yesterday, I think it was. And she got this split. She got this split right down her belly. It's not a line. It's a split like some butter top wheat bread. You know what I'm saying? She got a split going down her belly like some butter top wheat bread. If y'all remember that at all. Maybe I'm just too old and that's the only thing I could describe. It's like she got two bellies, and her belly go around like this. So I'm looking like, what the hell is wrong with her stomach? Now, mind you, Shaky, Becky with the good hair, she knows how to stand up. So I'm examining her stomach. It don't look nothing like that. She don't got that butter top wheat split down her belly, nothing. And her belly just hangs under. She's not wide, right? So I don't know. I've never had pigs before. I sure ain't never had no pregnant pigs before. And the first time when I first got him, I freaked out. I thought the pregnant pig, he a whole dude. That's Big Bank. He just gross. What he just lazy, nasty, and gross. Big worm, he just gross. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to give y'all that update. And as soon as I get this pig pen finished up, I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna put bake. I'm gonna put her in that nursery because I think she might spit something out, and I'm not sure. DS says, "Yep, she pregnant." Y'all want to see her up close? If she don't move, I'm gonna show you up close, close. Watch this. Watch this. Now I'm not freaking out like last time. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I gotta. Oh, I forgot. I got watermelon to plant. My garden about to be popping. She ain't gonna let us really see her. Go home, pup. Okay. Look, do y'all see how her belly is just linked over? It's round on the side. Look, her legs don't even touch the ground. Look at this. Now everybody else is up on me. You see this? Everybody up on me. They think they about to get some food or something. Here comes Shaky. This is Becky with the good hair. Stand up, Shaky. Come on. See, I got her trained. I wish I had a snack for her. This is Shaky. This Becky with the good hair. I taught her how to stand up. Piggy Smalls, Notorious P.I.G. Big Bank, aka Big Worm with his gross self, and nasty little Bobby Brown. I bet you if she had babies, it's Bobby Brown kids. He nasty. And Bake is back there and won't move. And I don't know how long this been going on. Look, her back legs don't even really touch the ground. She just kind of jacked up. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think she pregnant or not? If I wish y'all could see her like from the front or the back so you can see how wide. Okay, look how wide Shake Belly is. You see she streamlined. Wait, you see she streamlined, right? Look, she is not wide at all. Her belly is big and hanging, but she ain't wide. You see that? Show him, Shaky. Ain't that right? Tell him, old girl. Show your guts. You see her belly? I did not call you, ma'am. I did not call you. You getting jealous? This is Big Bank. He just gross. Look, she got blue eyes. Come on, Becky with the good hair. Like gray eyes and blonde hair. She thinks she better than everybody. But Bake ain't thinking about nobody. Now her belly hangs low, it drags the ground, and it's super wide. Look, here she come. Look. Look, y'all about to see it. Y'all about to, do you see it? Look, up close, look. Let me bring it up. Wait a minute. Y'all about, oh, she getting some water. She getting the water. I made the pig nipple. Now watch her body. Just look at her body. See that crease right there by her belly? That crease, because the belly is so wide. Now she's starting to crease behind the shoulder blade. Oh man, I gotta get a better angle so you can see what I'm talking about. Like I'm not tripping. Look, do you see? Watch. She can barely move. And she thirsty like a dog. Come on, Bake. And see, it's always that one friend. Look at that stomach. And as low as it hang, it's just as wide as it is low. Do you see? Look how wide it is. And there go probably the daddy right there, old Bobby nasty ass Brown. Now look at shaky body. Now look at bake body. They got plenty of water. Now look, oh man, I missed a good shot. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at it. Okay, you can see her. You can see her. Look at that. Can y'all please tell me, all you pig owners, livestock owners, for real, does she look pregnant to you? Now, her and her is the same age. They came out at the same time. And she is streamlined and her belly ain't hanging like that. But look, oh, you can really see it now how wide she is. Look at her shoulders compared to her stomach. Now look at all the males, stomach versus their shoulders, right? They all eating the exact same food, the exact same amount and everything. Look at Bobby. That's Bobby Nasty Brown right there. So, what do y'all think? What do you think? Do y'all think she knocked up or what? I've been looking at her and I even told Lady Leah, like, come on, babe. Come on. Come on. I said, you know what? I think they are old enough. What have I had them for now? Like 2 months? It ain't been longer than 2 months, I don't believe. February. Yeah, about 2 months, I think. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what you think. So I'm preparing myself for that. Led when the registry going up for bake. What do you mean by that? What is the registry? Uh, baby reg. See. You know. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. That's too much for me. um, I get what you're saying now. Do you separate the babies when they are born? No, I'm going to take Bake and let her nurse her own babies in. I got a nursery, and I'm gonna let her stay in the nursery. I know the baby shower nursery. Y'all throw me off guard with that. I'm gonna let her stay in the nursery by herself, and I'm gonna let her I'm just still researching. I'm new at this. Okay, so I made a nursery for this reason right here, right? And I'm gonna show it to you real quick. Ugh. Come on, pup. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. Go through here and see. I made this nursery. It really was like a two-sided nursery, but I'm gonna make it a one-sided, make it one big whole nursery for one whole pen, because right now it's two separate sides, like 4x4, and then it's like a detention center in the back. So, all right. So that's where she's gonna end up going. I just gotta hurry up and finish this pen and get the electrical ran. Okay. All right, y'all. What we've been in here for an hour and a half. That's good. That'll work. So I just wanted to get some gardening in with y'all and get ready because we about to do a whole bunch more gardening. I'm about to get now that we have water, I can get my garden together. That's what I've been waiting for all this time. Without water, you have no garden, right? And now I'm sitting on almost 1,000 gallons of water. I think I can maintain a garden even through a drought. I got 100. I got like 120 gallons, 130 gallons of water for myself, and then I got 900 gallons for the garden and the livestock. And every time it rained, let me see. CJ says she's not letting nobody mate with her. No, she real picky. She real picky. Her parents must have told her, "Don't you bring none of them back to the house. I don't want to see them. Don't bring them to the house. You gonna marry you a good man. Don't you bring no old punk to the house. I don't want to see that." So she acting funny. By the way, um, cut the grass and everything. I'm about to get the grass cut again in a bunch of these different spots. So please be watching because I have to collect the grass and put it in the cages because that's what helps keep the smell down because the pigs is starting to not smell delicious. So I got to start putting some more green and brown inside of their cage, especially with all this rain we've been getting. Between they poop and the grass, I mean, and the poop and the mud and the whew, boy, it smell haunted in there. So I'm gonna start getting more grass clippings and throwing them and concentrate on them. Uh, Led, are all the piglets from the same litter? No, no. I got these pigs in 3 different places. Remember, my very first pigs I got was Shake and Bake. Let me, yeah, Shake and Bake was my first pigs. Then I went and got Bobby Brown. Remember? Then I went and got Piggy Smalls and Big Bank. So they're from 3 different places, literally from 3 whole different places. Jenny, Miss White, what is that? What's wrong? Said, thanks, Carl is funny how it makes you feel when someone acknowledges you? Let me see something. Because I can't see everybody. Let me see what this is. Janny MB. Janny MB, are you still in here? Let's see. Led, will you get goats next? I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to maintain and learn more about the pigs. I'm not trying to go too fast right now. Might get a donkey. I'm trying to see what did she say? Jenny say it's all good. Led, you sure you okay? What's wrong? What happened? Hey, Big Island, how you doing? What happened, Jenny? Swoop like me in the house. How you doing? It's good to see you. CJ says I've heard they stop when they pregnant. Stop what? They stop what? K said, okay, soon I will be moving to my new place and I will have enough room to get pigs. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. And what I'm learning right now is sitting right here in this spot, I'm downwind from them pigs and they tearing my nostril up. Say my husband got the eco flow you recommended and now he going to get the bigger one and he's watching all your video. If he needs some help, just holler at me. Cause I do got my favorites, you know. J3GS in the phone in the house. What's going on, brother? Uh Janny says nothing happened. I just said good night to KCL. Acknowledged it. Okay, my bad. Maybe I read it wrong or caught it at the last minute or something. But I don't want to keep none of y'all too much longer. But I'm just telling you right now, just in case you don't know, uh, we're about to get this back on track. Okay. Um, we're gonna get back into our gardening. We're gonna get back into our prepping. We're gonna get, and I'm not talking about integrating the politics in it. The politics are so crazy. I don't even want to talk about that no more. Period. Just period. Point blank. Led, have you started let the pigs eat your grass? You see all of this area here? I pull it up and throw it in there. Yes. Matter of fact, I cut the grass too and rake it up and throw it in there. But I just wanted everybody to know, let's get back to the basics and get back to reality where we gonna be gardening, we gonna be prepping, we gonna be homesteading. I don't wanna, listen, I don't want, I'm not saying I'm not going to. I do not want to talk about the president. I do not want to talk about none of that. I don't. If I mention anything politically, it's going to be the root cause only. Um, yes, we preserve our own food. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to talk about that no more because you know what? You cannot win talking about anything in politics right now. I don't know what's wrong with the world, but I don't want to talk about it. I'm not here to solve it. I don't want to know. Thank you, Faletti. Thank you. I don't want to say your first name. I might pronounce that wrong because that sounds like something else. Thank you for that. And who else just did this? Uh, thank you for that. Say keep up the good work. Thank you for that, Faletti. Thank you. Simple Living said, I'm ready. I'm a new gardener and I'm learning through trial and error. Hay will cut down the smell. I know, but so will leaves. I just gotta. Here's my problem. I gotta go in the woods and get all this stuff, and I gotta haul it all back. And this pig pen is about to get expanded, so that way the smell won't be so intense. So they have way more room. Lead, try cedar chips. No, no. Cedar chips don't break down. It's too expensive, and the cedar oil harms animals' skin. It even harm your skin if you let it. Um, Lynette says, Lady Led's lettuce look delicious. Say that 3 times fast. But yeah, I say this is what I want to talk about. Led, I heard female pigs stop letting males mate with them once they're pregnant. Uh, I don't know. I'm not even gonna speak on it because I don't know. But I will say this before I go. I want to get one thing across, one message across for real, for sure. Okay, to everybody. This is the only way we're gonna get through any of this. You know what? Talking about politics is not helping. Talking about politics, the good, the bad, the ugly, the causes, the defeats, the conquerors, all of that, it's not help. It don't help anything or anybody. It just gives bored people something to talk about. And I don't want to talk about that anymore. But I do want to talk about the solution to the problems with the politics. And that is getting back to why we got here in the first place, which is we are here to maintain by gardening and maintaining. We are here to homestead, to maintain. We are here to grow food. And we are here to collect water. We are here to share knowledge and maintain. Knowing and learning about what politicians is doing and who's right and who's wrong in this world, you can't win. There is no such thing as common sense anymore, and people love chaos. So I don't want to have no part to this no more. I mean, no part to that whatsoever. I just want to take y'all on my journey and let you see both of my homesteads. Well, I'm gonna stop calling this my homestead because it's about to be my farm. Talk about my homestead and my farm. Me and my wife is running this whole thing, and that's what I want to talk about. And I want to bring you along on my journey with me, like we was in the old days. And before this election, I now I'm gonna say something that I always tell people. This one really, I can't, man. I can't. Um, Let me see where we at. We at 97. Come on, let's go in here. I want to talk to y'all, and we gonna end it. We gonna close this out with a good message. Come on, pup. Come on. I'm gonna close this out with a good message. Echo, turn on Freedom Light. We gonna close this out with a really good message. Okay, hold on. Y'all with me? Is y'all with me? We gonna close this out with a really good message that I wanna get through to you. Let me cut this fan off. It's not really hot in here no more. Okay. All right. And this is how I'm finding myself. And I hope this helps you too. Um, Being angry and being upset and being disappointed by very immature people and being disappointed and upset and angry at people that's just crying for attention is not helping you. It didn't help me. And being mad at people that just they're starving for attention. There is no other way on the planet Earth you can explain any of the things that's going on in the world today. There is no other reason. It's the same reason that people put a bunch of earrings all over their face and put ball bearings in their forehead, and they want their tongue split down the middle and look like a kitty cat or a lizard. What's happening right now? We've been seeing it coming in the years in the making. Let's be honest. Let's think. Remember those TV shows of people that want to look like a cat, so they spend $1 million on plastic surgery to make them look like a kitty cat just so they can stand out from the crowd? And the first thing they say, I want to be different than everybody. So they go and spend millions and they go out of their way to transform themselves into something or somebody else just to get that little bit of attention. And then you hear their backstory and they be like, well, when I was a kid, my dad left or my mom never cared. And it's always a backstory of somebody not giving them enough attention. And here we are. Remember, they made whole TV shows about these people. And now here we are today, and those TV shows was out about 20, 30 years ago. Here we are today, fast forward 20, 30 years, where everybody is like that now. Everybody is so craving and starving for attention that you will do anything for it, right? I've even seen people, what's wrong with you? I've even seen people make up lies just to get attention. Some people say, oh, I voted for him and now I'm sorry. They didn't. They just did that so people can get views and clicks and likes. And some of these people are saying stuff online. They really didn't vote for him. They really just want the views and the clicks. They know right now that's going to get you the views and the clicks. So they playing games, right? The the basic thing is they need that attention. They crave it. This is the era of social media where mommy and daddy is gone. Daddy is gone in the streets or in jail. Mommy is at work all day, and the kid is home raising themselves. So the only attention they get is off of social media. I'm saying all that to say this. People will do anything for attention right now. Anything. Even go vote for a man that they know is a criminal. A criminal. It's not a conspiracy. He's a criminal. He's a mob boss. Period. Always have been. So it was always funny to me that Diddy got locked up at the same time one man is running the country. I just didn't understand it. But here's the thing, okay? Diddy is going through trials right now, but one man is running the country. It's funny how that happened. But my point is this. I can't control that. I can't control people's mental capacity. I'm not a therapist. I wouldn't know what to tell you if you told me why you do the stuff you do. I wouldn't know how to help you because that's out of my lane. So me being angry at people with some kind of mental disability and crave and starvation of attention, I'm ruining myself trying to make people understand. So I said, you know something? That's not my walk. That's not my walk. That is not my purpose here, is trying to make anybody understand anything like that. Clearly, that's not my walk. So I'm done with that. I don't want to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to leave that alone and forget it. I'm done. You know, because I see myself becoming angry, and I've seen everybody that discuss this situation become angrier. Whether you're on the right side or the wrong side, it makes everybody angry. This situation makes everybody angry. Everybody. So that's demonic to me. That's a bad spirit when everybody is losing. I don't want to have no part to that. So that made me say, man, get back to the basics. Stop trying to explain to people what they did right or wrong. It's not my place. That's not why I'm here. It's not why I'm on YouTube. And that's why I never wanted to talk about politics in the first place, because it's a desolate wasteland. Done. I don't want to talk about that no more. I don't want to talk about that man no more. And I hope everybody get what they wanted. That's what I hope you get it. That's all. Now, I wanted to speak on something else before I go, and then I'm really going to go after this. How many people have been angry for the last 3 months? You eat that good food? How many people have been angry? How many people been angry for a year? How many people been angry for 6 years? How many people been angry for 20 years? See, everybody think I'm talking about politics and I'm not. Can I tell you, can I share? I'm going to share a piece of me with you. Okay? And it all has to do, we can relate this to prepping. We can relate this to stocking food, storing food, preparing and getting ready for a bad time. We can relate that to what I'm about to say. How many people do stuff and you're prepping? Nobody wants to help you. And you get angry. You can't get any help trying to prepare your family for the best outcome. How many people don't ever get any help, or the help that you receive is so minimal that it's not even worth mentioning, right? All of this makes sense. Trust me. Just stick with me. And let's say this. Now, at the same time, they say you're angry all the time. You upset all the time. People don't know how to approach you all the time because they say you fly off the handle all the time because they're scared to see if they're going to say the wrong thing all the time. So when you say what you have to say, now this is, I'm telling you about me too, okay? This is me in my world. People think I walk around angry and disgruntled and, on fire, flames coming out my head. And you know something? I'm going to say I will even admit it. And it has a lot to do with the political climate. It has a lot to do with the environmental climate. It has a lot to do with hatred and racial tensions and everything else. And I'm going to tell you what all this means. Why am I always upset? I'm always upset and I'm always, what's the word I'm looking for? Disappointed, if you will. There's a reason for it. And I'm not making excuses for it anymore. I know why I am. If you look back in history, now I had to tell myself this. I had to tell myself this to make it make sense to myself, because you will think you're going nuts. You're not going crazy. If you look back in history, let's look back in history. For every horrible situation that occurs in history, everybody doesn't react. It's always just a few people that pull the line from their reactions to get the human race or mankind out of a dark place. Come on, tell me I'm lying when I ain't. It's always a few people that start the fight against some sort of oppression or tyranny. It's never a whole group of people. It's never a whole big society. It always starts with a few people that's pissed off beyond pistivity. And I've been looking and thinking about history, and this is where I come up with. I'm angry, I'm upset, and I'm always doing something about a bad situation because that's the only thing that people understands now is you got to be looking like this for people to listen to you. Let's be realistic. If you ain't like this and you ain't talking like this, nobody's paying you any attention. They fall asleep on your conversation when you talk like this. Please don't do that. They fall asleep on you. Now, here's the other reason for that fire and anger inside of a lot of us is because nothing makes me more angry than watching a society of passive aggressive people, passive aggressive adults. People that just keep saying, I'm going to leave it to God. I'm going to leave it to God. I'm going to leave it to God. But you don't do anything to stand up for yourself. You don't do anything to stand up for your family. You don't do anything to stand up for your children. You don't do anything to stand up for your society. You don't do anything to stand up for your city, your state, your government, nothing, your country. You don't do anything. You just talk and give it up to God. But it's people that gotta get angry enough to get their boots on the ground and start making waves to make something happen. And I'm gonna tell you what happens to those people that stir up the pond like that, the stagnant pond. You're labeled angry. You're labeled dysfunctional. You're the one when you speak up against tyranny and when you speak up against unfairness, when you speak up against hatred, you're angry. They label you as the angry one because you don't take crap. See, it's easy for everybody right now. You see how many people just let stuff happen to them? Hey man, he just ate your lunch out the refrigerator. Oh, I wasn't going to really eat it anyway. I'm full from breakfast, so I ate a good breakfast, so I wasn't going to eat the lunch anyway. That's the whole world right now. Everybody is eating your lunch, and you ain't saying nothing, McFly. George McFly. That's America right now. It's a bunch of George McFlys. And if you speak up, whether you speaking up for yourself or you speaking up for all of society, they label you disgruntled. They label you angry. Oh, he woo ooh man, no, I ain't going to talk to him. You can say it like here on YouTube, right? You'll go on people's channel. I've been called mean here on YouTube because I ain't about to play no bullshit, right? You'll come here on YouTube and you'll play in somebody's face on their channel and they'll let you stay. They'll let you stay on their channel causing a ruckus and causing everybody like, hey, you got a troll in here. They'll let you stay. You know why? Because they don't want to make no waves. They don't want to lose a viewer. They don't want to lose a subscription. They don't want to lose one person that's making everybody else in your chat sick. They rather deal with their whole group of people. You might have 300 or 400 people in your chat. You rather deal with them being annoyed with the troll than you dealing with it because you don't want to lose one person. That's that passive aggressive that is right here on YouTube and it shows out in the world. Me, I send you off to the cornfield. I ain't got time. I deal with people in life like I deal with them on YouTube. I dismisses you. I disappears you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Just go away. Just leave. Bye. I ain't got no problem replacing you at all. This world is huge. It's a lot of good people out here. I don't play the bullshit. And that's when they label you angry. But at the same time, you see people get their back stomped on constantly. So those people, those passive aggressive people that let you keep playing in their face, those are the ones that's accepted. Because they're kind, they're gentle, they're nice. But the people that ain't gonna let you play in their face, oh, I don't like messing around with over there. He be yelling at people and stuff, he be cussing people out, he be cracking on people. I'm telling you this. The world need a handful of angry mugs. I ain't talking about doing nothing crazy. I'm talking about the world still needs people to stand up on business and mean what they say and say what they mean. Here's the problem with that. Here's the backdrop to that. Most of society will not agree with that. They won't. They don't want to hear you yelling, fussing, cussing. You better not go against the grain, because then you label. Like, see, for instance, it's certain things I do not listen. I do not believe in. It's certain things I do not accept. The rest of society has accepted certain things because they don't want to make waves. I'm not doing it. I'm not accepting certain things and certain lifestyles. That's not me. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. And don't ask me about it, because I'm gonna tell you I don't deal with that. That's your lifestyle. You like that. You love that. Go knock yourself smooth out. I'm not voting for that though. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I don't want to have anything to do with that lifestyle. I don't want to have anything to do with that. So to me, that doesn't make me a bad person because I don't like your lifestyle, or I don't like the way you live. I don't like that. I'm not going along, and that doesn't change anything about me politically. I just don't have anything to do with that. You understand? That's my stance on certain things, and I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. I don't got no problem with people making choices in their lives. I don't. As long as you stay away from me with it. You want to be a criminal, you want to be a thief, stay away from me, you know? But don't ask me to hide your money that you just stole from the bank. You understand what I'm saying? If you go rob a bank, I ain't got no problem with that. Matter of fact, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know nothing about the bank job. I'm telling you. But don't come running and bleeding and say, hey, man, put this knife away from me. Mm-mm. No. And that's how I feel about a lot of different people's lifestyle. You go do what you want to do. Leave me out of it. I'm not making excuses and lying to God for nobody. I got enough stuff to repent for. I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not that dude. And in this life, if you're not part of that, if you don't roll with everybody else's way, then you're the crazy one. You're the mean one. You're the angry one. No, I'm not. I just don't feel that the way you living is right. That's all. And I don't want to have anything to do with it. I'm not gonna knock you if that's how you want to live and that's what you want to do. But don't include me in that. And that's where I'm like, in this world, we cannot lose people that mean what they say and say what they mean and stand on business, and then stop worrying about who like you. Who gonna like you when you say what you gotta say? Who gonna like you when you say no? I I don't give a shit. Leave me alone. Look, I say I'm being, in a way, I'm almost being passive aggressive. Because I'm lightweight. I ain't about to get it all in your face and tell you I don't like your lifestyle. I ain't doing that. I'm just like, man, just leave me alone. You know? Just stay away from me. It's so simple. Stay away from me. Don't ask me to vote for lies. I'm not lying for you. That's all I'm saying. And then they label you the angry one. I'm not angry like that. But I honestly gotta say, if more people don't start standing up for what they believe in and stop being so damn passive aggressive. For instance, I told a friend of mine, I know why I'm so angry. They say, why? Because you ain't. You understand what I'm saying? He said, what you mean? I'm angry all the time because you ain't never angry. Do you understand? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm upset all the time because I'm upset not just for me, I'm upset for me and you because you won't speak up. You won't speak up for what's right. You won't speak up for what's just. So I got to speak up for both of us. So that makes me look crazy. Now, I wouldn't have to be so disgruntled if you was a little bit disgruntled. If everybody took a little piece of that burden of you ain't standing for bullshit, if everybody took a little piece, I wouldn't look so crazy. I wouldn't look so angry to people. I would look normal. But while everybody is turning their head when they see crime, when they see unjust, when they see any of this horrible stuff going on, and they look the other way and pretend they don't see it. Now I gotta look crazy and I gotta take the bullet because all these folks won't. It's people that won't say certain stuff on YouTube and they pretend that this ain't happening. They're pretending that this world ain't. You know why? Because they scared they're gonna lose subscribers. They scared they're gonna lose some views. They scared they might risk their channel. And I understand that to a certain point. But at a certain point, you got to stand up. You gotta say something. You got to. There's a fine line you can walk without ruining your channel. But after a while, damn it, look, I'm not going to keep pretending that we are all okay in this country. I'm going to say my piece and I'm going to stand on it. And then we can get back to gardening. I'm going to say my piece, we can stand on it. And then I'm going to get back to homesteading and prepping. But I'm not going to keep on pretending that we are not in a ball of shit, because we are. We are in the worst economic time in history. And I'm not going to just keep on planting tomatoes and pretending that the world ain't falling apart all around us. While everybody else is being passive aggressive and pretending that this stuff ain't happening, sometime I got to speak up and speak out. And that's not taken well, because that's when people say, Led, I liked you better when you was planting tomatoes. I like you better when you was planting onions. I like you, yeah. You know what? I liked me better when I was planting onions and tomatoes too. But all this, the world wasn't falling apart either. You know? I would love to just plant tomatoes and get my homestead together and stop worrying about whether tomorrow we ain't got missiles pointed at our forehead. I would love that. But that's not where we are. And if we keep pretending, if you have a platform with this many people and this many friends and family and followers with you, you have a slight responsibility to tell the truth to people. Not your opinion, but the truth. And the truth is this ain't right. That's all. I wanted to end this video to explain myself a little bit. Now I think I owe you that. I owe people because I know you've seen a change in me in the last 3 or 4 months. It's like I know I changed in the last 3 or 4 months because I'm just so disappointed. And I never I have you ever fought for somebody? Have you ever fought for somebody and you vouched for them? You vouched for somebody, a friend or something that you brought in a new school or something. It's like, oh, you brought in the club. Oh, he good. He with me. He with me. He good. He good. And then they totally just stabbed you in the back. It's like some mobster stuff, right? Like I'm vouching for him. Forget about it, right? And then he sleeps with the big boss's daughter, kind of thing. Okay, now both of y'all gonna end up in the trunk. Okay, well, that's how I felt about society. I went to bat several times saying, oh no, man, the world is okay. No, man, I know folks get a little racist sometimes, but not everybody. No, man, if people did that, man, trying to turn stuff back into all whites only pies and stuff, man, that's unheard of. You know? What you mean? Man, ain't no way in the world people would ever think to go that far. And here we are. So I feel betrayed because I have put 10 toes down and stood on business about I don't think the world has become that heartless yet. And I meant that with my soul. And people that was coming at me with racial things saying, no, dog, they all trying to kill us. And I'm like, I ain't going there, bruh. I ain't going there with you. You know, I feel you. We've been done wrong, but you know, you taking it too far. Now I'm sitting there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. So I'm disappointed because society lied to me, if you will, really. I've been going to bat for society, and all of a sudden, society showed its true self. They really do want segregation back. They really are literally getting rid of brown people, black and brown people. They really are running up in people's houses and taking people. We are back damn near to a Jim Crow era where a police officer can pull you over, beat you lifeless, and the President of the United States will pardon them as long as you look like me. Nothing I just spoke, as horrible as it sounds, nothing I just spoke was a lie. It's happening right now in our faces. So, all I'm saying again, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about people. So, keep your politics. What's your name? Living the dream. Keep your politic stuff to yourself. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about people. See what you just did? You talk about politics. I'm talking about people. That's where, let me see. Living the dream. I want you to understand something. You're the kind of people that I'm referring to. You say mixed up stuff and you play with words and you think that this is about politics. I'm talking about humanity. You want to make it political so we can argue. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm telling you about people's true nature. And I'm not telling you because that's what I think. I'm telling you because they are showing it as we speak. And I can prove it. I can prove it. They just rounded up a lot of black and brown people and sent them off somewhere only them and God knows. Right? But then they just brought in and welcomed thousands of South Africans. Let me back that up. European South Africans. If you can make that make sense to me, I'll be quiet. Here, they're pulling American citizens out of their homes, terrorizing them, and making them disappear. Where then they're flying in planes full of European South Africans. What is it? It don't matter how many it is. It don't matter how many it is. They flying them in here and welcoming them and gonna give them your job. They just fired a bunch of Americans from their jobs. And they just snatched a bunch of people out of their houses. And at the same time, they flying in a bunch of European South Africans. And they're going to give them houses. They're going to give them the subsidies that they snatched from you. They're going to give them some low income. They're going to give them some checks. And then they're going to turn around and give them your job. So if no matter who you voted for, if that doesn't make you angry, then you're waiting on me to get angry. People like me, because everybody else is going to look the other way. So I'm here tonight, and I wanted to end this video by explaining myself, because I'm not saying no, I wasn't upset. I'm not saying no, my attitude didn't change. Um, I'm not saying any of that because it's the truth. I did. I lost myself for a minute, but I have reasons, because no, I feel like, why am I only one saying anything? That's what makes you angry. Have you ever seen somebody being harassed, bullied, or abused, like at a bus stop or the subway, or being robbed? Have you ever seen that? But you look the other way because you don't want to accidentally get plugged by the assailant? I'm not that dude. When I see injustice, man, I gotta say something. Like, leave her alone. I'm that dude. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Quick, super quick. When I was a kid, I was 16 years old. I'll never forget this. I was 16 years old. I had just got my first car. And it was my father's best friend lived around the corner from us. And back in those days, that was the super early 90s, late 80s, right? Late 80s, like 1989, 88, whatever it was. And my dad's best friend lived around the corner from us, and he gave me some old speakers to go in my car. I'll never forget that because they was horrible. But he gave me some speakers that came out of one of them old turntables, right? Well, it's my dad's best friend. This the only real friend I knew my dad kick it with, cut up with, everything. One night we hear the ambulance. You didn't hear the ambulance and stuff in the police in our neighborhood. You didn't hear it like that in them days. And you heard it, and it got really, really close. So we all coming out on the porch. Like the good old days, all the families come out on the porch because you don't ignore sirens, okay, like we do today. So everybody come out on the porch and we can see the lights from around the corner. So everybody in the neighborhood, like the good old days, walk around the corner to see what's going on. There's an ambulance at my father's best friend's house. And my father's best friend's wife came out crying. And we're thinking that, he may have got sick or had a heart attack or something like that. Back then, they still fairly young. But anything could have happened. His wife was so mad, so angry. She was very, very fair-skinned, high yellow lady. And she was beet red. You could see it in the dark. She was so red. From the street, from the police sirens and lights and everything. She was crying, but she was barely crying. It looked like she was more mad than she was hurt. Like she wasn't sobbing. She wasn't out of control. She was crying with anger. And she told my father they killed him. I'm standing right there with my dad, and it's like, what do you mean? They killed him. They came around here, and he told them to leave somebody alone. Somebody in the neighborhood was getting harassed. And my father's best friend spoke up, came out off his porch, and said, y'all leave her alone. Y'all get up off that little girl. And they shot him. Now, when I was younger, I thought to myself, why didn't he mind his own business? You know the saying in Ohio, man, you mind your business, you live longer, right? Why didn't he mind his own business? And because he can't. He, just like my father, are the people that come out there and tell you, hey, y'all take your asses to the house. Come on out from in front of my house and leave that little girl alone. And they killed him and ran. The young lady was safe. Ain't no telling what they was about to do to her. His street was really, really dark, and it used to be a repair shop across the street from his house. They had like a little dark alley behind it where people did crazy stuff like go over there and do drugs and stuff. Remember, this late 80s, early 90s. Or you want to take advantage of a woman. That would have been a spot where a criminal was going to do that at. And he made them stop. And he saved that woman's life. And they took his. Now, when you sit back and you think about that, it was either going to be him or it was going to be that young lady. If he didn't speak up, that was going to happen to her. No matter what, somebody was going to lose their battle with the Grim Reaper that night. He just decided it's better off to be him than this young high school girl. I never knew who the girl was. I just knew she was in high school. In the old news reports and everything. There's going to be some of us that stand up against people like that. There's going to be some people that will always prevent the neighborhood from fully going down. There will always be people that say, I'm not moving out the neighborhood, I'm going to defend it. There's always going to be people in society that say, I'm not giving up on the youth, I'm going to defend it. There's going to always be people that say, I'm not going to give up on God, I'm going to defend the word. It's going to always be somebody there to defend it. And defending righteousness and defending goodness and defending truth, sometimes you gotta get boiling mad angry to do it. You're not going to do it by having conversations with somebody. You can't sit down and talk calmly with people these days. Sometimes you got to kick somebody dead in the nuts. And that ain't how everybody wants you to handle it. And I'm even say politically right now, and I said I ain't gonna talk about politics, but I'm talking about there's one side that want to have conversations with people, and there's one side that's just robbing you blind. They're even telling you, I don't want to talk to you. You'll never sit down and talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I'm too busy doing crime. The other people on the other side is like, wait, we got to sit down and have a conversation about these crimes. Let me tell you something. You can't sit down and have a conversation with the devil. The devil sees you as beneath him. He don't want to speak to you. You're beneath him and his power. The devil don't want to talk to you. The devil don't want to bargain with you. The devil wants from you. And the only time you'll ever get a chance to sit down across from the devil is when you're ready to make some kind of deal. That's it. You want to sit down and eat tea and crumpets with your ass. The devil wants to sit down and make deals and do business. That's it. So you can't come to the table with how are you today? You doing okay? You all right? Okay, yeah. The weather's doing great. Don't nobody, you ain't got no time for that. Sometimes the only way to fight evil is you gotta fight dirty a little bit. It ain't gonna mess with your integrity. Hell, even Jesus flipped tables. I'm just saying, man. Every now and then you got to get crunk like you can't win a ball game against cheaters. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't win when okay, let me put it to you like this. I know y'all gonna get ready for this. Listen to me close, okay? How many people ever seen Waterboy? How many people seen Waterboy with Adam Sandler? Cause it's gonna make a bunch of sense. See, I saw that way deeper. How many people have ever seen Waterboy with Adam Sandler? Raise your hand, please. Okay, thank you for that for everybody. Um, okay. For everybody that saw Waterboy, the whole premise of that movie, forget Adam Sandler. Forget Adam Sandler whole. No. We need Adam Sandler. Just forget the crazy part of the movie. The only reason the coach was winning because he stole the playbook from the good guys. He had a playbook that he stole from the good guys. He altered it a little bit so he could always cheat and win. He only made it so he could win every single game. But see, the thing about it is the good guys is the one that invented the playbook. So until Bobby Boucher came along, they lost game after game after game. Every time the bad guys played against somebody, they won because they was going off of this playbook that the good guys invented. So they knew everything that the good guys was going to do. So they used the playbook, cheating, and they did everything against the rules, cheating, and they heard it and they played like they were trying to delete each and every player, cheating. So the good guys are trying to be the good guys and play by the rules of the game of football. While the other team is sacking people, punching people, cracking people, hurting people, they still trying to say, hey, don't do that. Right? We can't do that. That's against the rules. Until my mama said, my mama said, my mama said, till Bobby Boucher, till Bobby Boucher came in. Once Bobby Boucher came in with that water, okay, that's high quality H2O. What the hell did Bobby Boucher have to do to win? Bobby Boucher had to get angry. And when Bobby Boucher got angry, he wasn't playing fair. His only job was to seek and destroy, and he didn't care about even winning because he knew if I get angry, I'm going to seek, I'm going to destroy, and the team going to win. He thought he was so angry. Okay. So what did the coach end up doing? The good coach? He ended up focusing that anger, not just letting it frail all around like the bad side. Focus that anger so we can win a game. Focus that anger and make it intentional so I can get my playbook back. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, oh no, oh, water. You gotta drink water, not Gatorade. Oh no, H2O, H2O. To the point that boy was so mad. Every game, he was knocking people's eyes cocked. To me, that wasn't just a good, wholesome, funny movie. That's the political climate of today. Really, you got people that's passive aggressive. Remember the good coach, passive aggressive. Sure. Would the bad coach hold that clipboard like this? Y'all gonna win today, huh? The good coach, they're losing again. Everybody's drunk, and this is not the time to be passive aggressive and let people get away with lies and crime. Am I upset? Am I disappointed in people in society? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not going to pretend I'm not. Am I sick and tired of hearing about my truth from everybody? I'm sick of that stupid shit. That is so stupid to me. We play words too much. That is so stupid. My truth, your opinion. Just say your opinion, because your opinion don't mean nothing. Everybody is caught up in their feelings and how you feel instead of righteousness. Righteousness ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. Spirituality and the power of the Most High ain't got nothing to do with your opinion or how you feel about what do you think. That's not, the Bible don't one time ask you what you think. Not one time. Not one time. It's telling you how to act accordingly. It's not asking you anything. Am I wrong? It's the Bible ain't asking you anything. It's telling you how to proceed and succeed. So when people always giving their opinion and they want you to follow their opinion, which is their truth, means nothing to me. And I mean it. I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to call it out. Listen, listen. If I don't like your lifestyle, I'm not going to pretend I do. I'm not. I'm just not. You know? Simple. And I could go all kind of ways with that. But I'm not. If I don't like your lifestyle, you can't make me like it. You can't make no rules, no laws, or nothing for me to like it. So that part I think is wrong. I think it's wrong. You know? Let's start here because I know what y'all are thinking in your mind. Do I think a lady should be able to own like 200 cats and live in her house with her? That's her lifestyle now. That's her lifestyle. Do you think it's healthy for a woman on public assistance to have 1 or 200 cats scrambling through the walls of a 2-bedroom house? Do you think that's okay? Now, that's her lifestyle. That's her opinion. Okay? Do you think that's okay? That's that makes her feel good. Right, thank you. Cherie says public assistance is not enough money to pay her fee for any of those cats. That's part of exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I'll pick that. It's healthy, mentally healthy for her. Let's be honest. That's mentally healthy for her to own 1 to 200 cats, barely feeding them with cans of old molded food. Okay. But it makes her feel good. That's her truth. That's her lifestyle, right? If I live next door to her, you can't make me say that that's okay. I don't want to have, you should come over for I just baked some fresh cookies. No. What are you? You don't like cats or something? Not 200 of them. I don't like your lifestyle. You understand? So I use that example where you can take that anywhere you want it. Your lifestyle sucks and you can't make me like it. If you want 200 cats in your house, knock yourself out. Long as it doesn't involve me. Don't try to include me and don't try to make no law out of it. Don't try to make a law out of everybody should have and accept a neighbor with 200 cats crumbling around through the walls in the attic. You understand what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, do it. But don't try to make a law out of it. And don't try to make me say it's okay. Because just because it was your truth and it mentally and physically makes you feel better to be holding on to 1 or 200 cats. See, my thought as your neighbor is this. It's making you feel better, but how is those cats feeling? Because it's about 3 or 4 dead ones in the walls. Whole house stinking. Half of these cats is sick. One of the cats won't take their eyes off of you because if you mess around and sleep too long, they gonna eat you because you ain't giving them enough food. You worried about how the cats make you feel. You only worried about your selfish needs, wants, and feelings, your opinion, your truth. But you're not thinking about how your decisions affect everybody in your in your in society. You want to change the laws for society to accept you and your madness. And that's not fair. Be crazy by yourself, but don't make laws for that shit and call it your truth. Just because it's your truth, that means I'm supposed to accept your truth. That's some bullshit. You understand? Again, I can go a billion different directions with that example, but you understand what I'm saying. But that does not mean I want to believe in everything else. I just, it's certain things in my life I stand on business about. I don't think it's right. And will I enforce it? No. Will I accept it? No. And I mean it. This is why some of us need to stay angry. Some of us need to stop making excuses and being enablers for other people's crazy ass decisions. Some of us have to be the ones to speak up. Uh, how many people is always the one that got to say something? That's me. How many people are always the ones in a situation that got to be the one to say something? That's me. Because if I don't say something, nobody gonna say nothing, nobody gonna ask no questions, and everybody just gonna be like, I guess we just go in this room, I guess. I, me. I am Will Smith on Men in Black Part 1. Remember how they was all in that room trying to write on that little piece of paper? Nobody had nothing to write on. And Will Smith looking at everybody like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? I'm going to get up and grab this table, bring it close to me so I can write and get some answers. That's me. Because everybody in that room on Men in Black with Will Smith, nobody wanted to be the aggressor and seem like they're not they have no training, or they don't want to seem stupid because they about to ask, like, man, hey, you got something to write on? You understand what I'm saying? I'm that dude. I'm not about to sit and pretend that everything is okay all the time when it ain't. If I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as the other dude. No, really. I'm the dude to be like, if somebody say, okay, everyone, just follow me and go in this room right here, I'm the dude to say, excuse me, what's in that room? I'm that guy. I'm the one at work that they say he's hard to work with. No, I want to know. Why is we going in that room? What is we going in there for? What's in there? And what's going to happen when we get in there and when we come out of it? Everybody else just start walking in the damn dark room. Excuse me. What, led? This is like your fifth question. Yeah. Yeah, you never answer what's in that room, though. That's me. I just don't go along to get along. You got to give me some answers. I just don't be doing stuff. I ain't gonna say my last story, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I was at the post office, how many postal workers do I have? How many postal workers do I have in here right now? Raise your hand. Any postal workers, if you're a mail carrier, please raise your hand. If you are a United States postal worker and you carry a route of any sort, can you please raise your hand? Anybody? No? Nobody? I'm going somewhere with this, so that's why I'm looking for somebody that can understand what I'm saying and feel me. Nobody. Okay. All right. I used to get in trouble at the post office. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't. I did. Uh, I used to get in the. I used to get in trouble, and I've even been brought in the office several times. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's a simple reason. I'm sure it's somewhere on my record, somewhere, because they said, "Led, you know, we told you we had the meeting, and you never scanned your scan points. A scan point inside of every blue moon inside of your mailbox, you might have a little barcode inside your mailbox or on the side or inside the door. How many people got that? I know not many, but do I have anybody that ever wonder why is that barcode inside your mailbox? Okay. Look in your mailbox, and if you have a little barcode with some digits under it, you'll understand what I'm saying. So they said, "Led, you ain't scanning." Let me see. Katina Brooks said, "I saw one in my classmate's mailbox." Okay, the postal carrier is supposed to um you are supposed to scan that. Now the problem I have with that is why? Why? Why am I supposed to scan it? I'm not scanning shit until y'all tell me why I'm scanning it. I've been working at the post office for 8 years, and you still ain't told me why come we got to scan that. It wasn't explained to us in orientation. It wasn't explained to us every day at work. It is not explained to us on any kind of paperwork. And every time I ask you, why do we scan that? Y'all ignore me. To this very day, everybody I used to ask that worked with me, I'm like, hey, why do we scan that? Oh, I just be scanning it. Yeah, but why? They want us to scan it. I know, sucker. Why we scan this damn thing? Nobody in my postal unit could tell me. In my entire postal building, all of these mail carriers, some of them been carrying mail for 30 and 40 years. Nobody could tell me why we scan this freaking number. Nobody. I worked in the United States Post Office for 8 years. In 8 years, nobody ever told me. So I'm gonna tell you what I and I'm this is all go along to get along. Okay. So they check up on me and find out I still ain't scanning none of them damn mailbox numbers. They bring me in the office one morning. Big boss sit me down. Listen, hey, look, we got a problem. Oh yeah? Word? What's wrong? Yeah, supervisor telling me you ain't scanning your numbers. He said he had a conversation with you about scanning them numbers. I said, oh yeah. We did, yeah, we did have that conversation, right? I remember that was Wednesday, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, big boss. Now, so what's the problem? Well, he told you need to be scanning them. Oh, you didn't tell him the rest of the conversation? He said, what rest of the conversation? The rest of the conversation, I asked you, why do we scan them? And you told me none of my damn business. You just do what I tell you to do. Uh-oh. Because I thought y'all hired a man. I thought y'all was hiring adults, 18 and over, 21 and over. I didn't know y'all was hiring some freaking slaves because that's what you tell slaves. Just do what I tell you to do. That and you somebody mama or their daddy. Remember that? Because I recorded it just in case you forgot. You don't remember it because you want me to pull out my phone? No? So I'm not scanning anything until somebody tell me what the hell I'm scanning. Why do we scan it? We can leave out of this office and have a good day, and I'll buy both of you some bitches lunch. If one of y'all can explain to me, I've been here for 7 years already, and y'all won't tell me how come I got to scan that damn thing. That's all I'm asking for. I will do it every day of my life, even after I retire, if you explain it to me. Well, look. Are you refusing to do your job? Are you refusing to tell me how and why I'm doing my job? We had a whole draft. It's in my chart somewhere in the U.S. government, and they records it. So my voice is on there saying exactly what I'm telling you, federally. Are you telling us you're not going to do your job? Are you telling me that you're not going to tell me how or why I'm doing said job? You might as well tell me to be a mule and deliver some dope down to Mexico. You better tell me what I'm doing. Y'all ain't gonna turn me to no mule. I know how this post office shit goes. See, I know good and well it's been a lot of mail carriers to get in trouble for delivering drugs that they say they didn't know about, whether they did or they didn't. I don't want to be no part of that. Why am I drugs don't have anything to do with those scanning points. So what are they for? Are you gonna scan them or not? Are you gonna tell me what they are for or not? Listen, this meeting went on for 2 hours. And I still to this very day have the whole conversation recorded. Because it sounded like a setup to me. Sound like somebody was trying to put some Colombian Bam Bam in my locker or something. To me, I felt like I was getting set up. I'm from the hood, and I know how it is when people be like, hey, look, do me a favor, don't open this, just run this down the street for me. Tell Emma I said it's all good. Like, nah, I ain't taking no packages from you. So that's how I felt. So to me, that's the world. Everybody, now think about this. Everybody in my entire post office never told me why the hell we scanned that scan point. Nobody. Some of my good friends and everything. Nobody could ever explain to me why we scanned this thing. It could have been simple. You could have even lied to me and told me, oh, we scanned that to make sure you're at a certain point at a certain time of day so we can see if you're running behind or what the hell ever. If you get stranded, we kind of know where you are, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Just tell me something. But everybody was so secretive, like I'm about to scan this some bitch and go to Narnia or some shit, what is that? The cloak and dagger place? What? Y'all gotta tell me more than that. I don't want to scan this and be the king of Narnia when I open my eyes. I need to know what I'm doing. To this day, when I left that job, I never knew, and to this day, I don't know why we scanned that mug. Never. So I was hoping one of y'all could tell me, and you don't know either. I said all that to say I'm not the dude. I will lose a job if you don't tell me what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You better tell me why I'm doing it. Somebody said, hey, take this package, run it down the street. And this is a true story. Run this down the street, go to 1902 North Main Street and drop this package off. Boss, this package don't got an address on it. I just told you the address. Go to 1902 North Main Street, drop this off. Boss, this package don't even have a name on it. You don't need no name. Just go down to 1902 North Main Street, put this package on the porch, knock on the door and leave. No. Are you refusing to do your job? No, I'm not. I'm refusing to do somebody else's job. Whoever that drug mule is that's supposed to deliver that, I'm refusing to do his job. I'm not delivering that box. That's not my route either. So I'm not refusing to do my job. As a matter of fact, sir, I've already completed my route. My job is done. You're asking me for a favor that I'm declining. What you're holding is not my job. How's about I sit at that desk and watch everybody come in for the day and write their names down because that's all you're doing, and you go deliver it. You come in the office with me. Come on, sucker. Let's go, because it's air conditioning. That some bitch. I'll sit in there for another 2 hours explaining my case in the air conditioned office. Because we out here on the floor, it's hot. Ain't no air conditioning in the mail house. Come on. You think taking me in the office gonna make me deliver that package full of dope? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You think bringing me in the office and writing me up and reprimanding me is going to solve the problem of me delivering this mystery package? I have your asses in court, and then I can really retire from the post office with some real money, because you're not about to make me deliver something with federally supposed to have a name, federally supposed to have an address, federally it's supposed to be scanned in and stamped with the post office. You ain't giving me none of that. All you got is a box with no name on it. And frankly, to be totally honest with you, sir, this is worth about $40,000 on the street. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that with me. Matter of fact, give me this box, sucker. You ain't about you get my fingerprints off this sucker. You trying to get me caught up? Look, see, I know it sound paranoid the way I'm telling you, but the post office is a dirty place. Dirty, crooked stuff go on in the post office. And don't nobody be, only blue moon you hear something happen at the post office, every blue moon, somebody was stealing or something. It's horrible things going inside that place, man. And people be knowing, they be talking about it, and they be like, hey, look, this what we doing now. Oh. Is you about to tell me about some crimes? Man, you be playing. No, I'm serious. Is you about to talk about crime? Don't tell me nothing else. Don't tell me anything. Do crime by yourself. Don't tell me anything. Matter of fact, tell your friends that's going to help you do the crimes. Keep me out of it. Leave me out of it. Are you good, lad? I'm good. Whatever y'all about to do, hey, after work, we going to get some pizza. You want to go? Nope. Nope. No. Nah, I'm good. Look, I'm that dude that's, look here. I had to do your route one day when you weren't at work, and then you cheating on your wife with a woman on your route, and she said, where Billy at? Who? Billy. Who the hell is Billy? The normal driver. Oh, I didn't know that's his name. I thought his last name was Wiggins. We just called each other by last name. You mean Wiggins? Yeah. He ain't at work today? No. And where your clothes at? You can come in here and put the package down. No, I'll hand it off to you. No, never mind. I get to work and tell Wiggins like, hey man, yo, this is a true story. Now I'm changing the name to protect the innocent and the criminalized. This is a true story. I did somebody's route. He was cheating on his wife with a woman on the route. And this really happened. Open the door and she got on some lingerie, see-through, and I'm looking like, now, come on now, I'm a dude. So it was impressive. That don't mean nothing, but I'm just saying it was impressive. It's like you can't not look. It ain't like I was going, oh dear. It was like when she opened the door, it was a damn moment. Like, ow, ow, good, ow. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I gotta turn the other way. Oh my goodness. Sorry. You so cute. That's okay. Where Larry at? Uh, who? Larry. Who the hell is Larry? The guy on the normal. Oh, you mean Wiggins? Yeah, he's sick today. He at the house. Oh, oh yeah, and you got a package. You got a hell of a package on you, ma'am. Uh, yeah, this you could just come in and put it on the floor. No, no, I just hand it off to you. She holding a little see-through little night thing together like this here, right? So she said, "Well, my hands is kind of full." Well, okay, I'm not gonna come in, but I'll just, there you go. Um, I tell you what, you want me to tell him anything? Yeah, just tell him I was looking for him. Okay. What's your name? He'll know who I am. He better know. Oh, okay. All right. You have yourself a nice day, ma'am. You have yourself a nice day. You have yourself a whole nice day, ma'am. Have yourself a nice day. True story. So I get back to the station the next day when Wiggins come in. Remember, I'm changing the names. Wiggins come in, and I say, "Hey, man, hey, at 234 East Street, making up names too, okay? Street name. At 234 East Street, man, it was this boy, she was thickerish like licorice. Come to the door, ain't have on no clothes. Everything had fell out like she had her cupboards was too full, you know? And an earthquake had rumbled all the goodies out the cupboard. Boy, I ain't know what to do. So anyway, he said, yeah. Now, mind you, my man's were from New York. My man's was from New York. So he was like, yeah. Word. All right. So what she say? I'm like, nothing. She said, you know who it is and tell her to get at her or something. I don't know. What was you? This mug gets mad at me. So what was you over there talking so long for? Because she naked. You mean, and why am I talking to her? Man, look, a naked woman answered the door. What you gonna do? What am I supposed to do? I ain't know what to say to naked people. So yeah, I was making light conversation. Your man's get mad at me. Yeah. Next time, man, you do my route, man, skip that house, man. You know what I'm saying? Skip that house altogether. Whatever it is, just leave it for tomorrow. You don't go there no more, right? I'm like, man, what? Now, we supposed to be cool. We supposed to be cool. What you talk about? Yeah, like I said, just stay away from over there. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, whatever, man. We really, truly, this is God honest truth. This is a real, the names have all been changed, but this is a real situation. He probably watching me right now because it wasn't funny. Yo, we really lightweight fell out and didn't talk for probably a year and a half or so. He never said nothing else to me. So I didn't say nothing else to him. And I even told my homeboy, like, hey man, what's wrong with old boy Wiggins tripping on me? Because some chick at his house on his route, man, came out buck naked. And my friend stopped me. He was like, you mean 234 East Street? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, man. That's his little piece, man. Hey, look, don't stop at that house. He start tripping. What? So, after I found out what was going on, that's his little side piece or whatever. Uh, he started talking to me after about a year and a half on some light breezy stuff. I end up having a route where we stood behind, our backs was to each other. So now we talking. We back normal talking, right? And he was like, yeah, 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 man. Hey, yo, sorry for like, that one time with old girl or whatever, man. I was tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? That was just some broad. And I'm like, man, I don't want your girl. I'm married. Nah, nothing like that. I'm just saying, I ain't want you getting caught up in all that. Dude, get caught up in what? I don't want to have nothing to do with that shit. I'm all due respect. I don't want to have nothing to do with you, her, that, nothing. He asks me, well, look, do me a favor, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever like mention that to my old lady, because his wife used to come to the job. If you ever see her, she come through, man, hold that down. I said, man, you mean to tell me you ain't holler at me for a year and a half because you thought I was going to try to take your side piece? And now you asking me not to tell your wife? After that, we ain't talk till I quit. I ain't talked to him since. You want to know why? Because in my heart, I'm like, if your wife asks me anything, I'm telling everything I know. I'm gonna squeal like one of these pigs in slop that ain't been fed. I'm telling, I'm telling on you. And I'm gonna say your name. I'm gonna tell her addresses. I'm telling. You wanna know why I said I'm telling? Because you didn't have to clown on me. I wouldn't have known anything. I just know the naked lady on your route. That's not uncommon. You understand? Believe it or not, if you're a single mail carrier, it has its perks. I wouldn't have thought twice. I didn't know that's your side piece. I don't care. The chick could have owed you money or something. I don't know. She was naked. But you told me, you showed me yourself, and now you put me through all that bullshit, and now you want me to do you a solid. Your wife better not. She better not ask me shit. She better not ask me nothing. I might even accidentally tell. She might not have to ask me anything about the situation. She'd be like, hey, have you seen Wiggins? You mean the Wiggins to be at 234 Northeast Street? Huh? Oh, I didn't know who you was talking about because I know a whole bunch of Wiggins. One of them is always at 234 East Street with a woman named Sandra. I don't know. Who are you? Are you talking about that Wiggins? Because I know a couple of them. One drive a Cadillac and the other one to be at 234 East Street. He drive a Mercedes gray with the plates that say Big Baller. I don't know which one you talking about. I will passively aggressively tell on your ass everything. Put me through that shit. You want me to lie for your truth. You want your truth and your lie. You want me to get shot up. We work at the post office. People always blaming at the post office. You want me to lie to your wife for you? I'm telling. I am telling. I'm that. Look, I am Brainy Smurf of telling on you. If she better not, don't keep her away from me. I'm telling. I might accidentally text her by accident and tell. I'm telling. I'm not gonna lie for you. I'm not lying for people, man. I'm not lying. Don't tell me you cheating on your wife. I'm telling. That's your truth. See, leave me alone. So all of that, I had to get that out. I'm sorry for the stories. I thought it was is more refreshing than politics. That was another Led's late night stories, just to let you know. So that's what that was all about. I didn't want to keep y'all too long, even though I did, but I thought we had ended on a good note. I'm not living nobody else's truth. Live your own life and leave other folks out of it. Stop living passively aggressively and stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what's right. Stop acting like you waiting for how many people that you know what? You know who I am? You know who I am? I'm the man that starts the slow clap. I'm not waiting for everybody else for the clap and the roar to start. I'm this dude. I'm the slow clap starter. Are you a slow clap starter too? Or is you waiting for everybody else to start clapping before you stand your ass up and clap? If you don't stand up on business against tyranny and stand up against injustice and hatred and racism and unfairness, if you don't stand up and stop waiting for everybody else to start first, you wasting space. I am the slow clap starter. I'm the man that's gonna get it started no matter what. If I see some bullshit, I'm calling that out. I'm calling it out. And I'm not living in nobody else's truth. If you want to live a lie by yourself. Stop bringing people into your lying ass world. You know what I mean? If you want to lie before yourself and God, lie before yourself and God. Stop being mad at other people that don't want to live that lie with you. You understand? Just live your lie. And you know how people say, live your life. No, 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 no. Live your lie. And stop getting mad at other folks that don't want to live that lie with you. Live your lie. And let us live our life. You want me to go to hell with you because you need me to vouch for you for your lifestyle. Leave me out of that. Live your lie. And stop getting mad at everybody else that don't want to live your lie with you. Right? With that being said, I just wanted to touch on a few things and talk about myself and why, yes, I have been angry. And yes, I have been disgruntled. Yes, I have been disappointed. And now that I know I can't do nothing about the world, I'm trying to make sure everything in my life for me is working properly because I can't be there to I ain't got no S on my chest saving the world. I ain't good at that. So let's get back to the basics. Get back in these gardens. The season, the weather is weird, but the season is here. Let's get back in these gardens. Let's keep on stocking food. Let's keep preparing for the worst. That's all I got. All right? Everybody have a wonderful night. A wonderful night. Live your life and let other people live their lie. Never the two shall meet. You understand? Call folks out on that bullshit. Call them out. Like, I don't believe in that. You do that. I love you. You my friend or my brother or my sister, but that don't mean I like what you do. Some of us in this chat right now know people that sell drugs. Some of us in this chat knows people that swindle people out of money. Some of these people in this chat today know people that's on drugs. Stop being an enabler and call them out on it. You don't gotta accuse anybody of anything, but you can say, I don't like your lifestyle, so I'm gonna go this way. But you my best friend, or you my brother, or you my sister, or yeah, I know that's why it's so hard for me to say that I have to go. I can't keep living like this with you. You understand? Cause you bringing me into your lie. You live your lie. I'm wasting my life helping you live a lie. You're asking me to lie for you so you can feel better about yourself. That's what this boils down to. You want me to accept the lie that you have told yourself so you can feel better about your decision. But where does that leave me? Lying for you. I have to repent for this sin for supporting your lie. But you don't care about what happens to my soul. You don't care about what happens to my spirit. Long as you feel good about what you doing right now. I want y'all to think about that. I ain't got no problem with people living their lie. But you ain't gonna have me throw away my life so you can live a lie. That's all I'm saying. With that part being said, Live Farmer 73, I love all of y'all. I really truly do. You can either live your life or you can live your lie. But don't ask other people to be in that with you. You understand? I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Everybody ain't got to believe in everything you believe. Everybody ain't got to do everything you do. And everybody ain't got to walk the way you walk. And they ain't got to get in trouble when they don't. It's that simple. Go your own way. Let people live their lie while you live your life. With that being said, Live Farmer 73, I love all of y'all. And I'm out. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for riding with me. Everybody in here, I didn't mean nothing bad about anything I said tonight. I meant the truth. If you took it in a bad way, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. Because I didn't mean to hurt nobody whatsoever. All right? Sometimes that truth kind of burn a little bit. It's like alcohol. You ever pour alcohol on an open wound? Shit burns, and it burns for about 20 minutes. That's the truth. The truth do that. All right? Good night, everybody. Peace.